In today's video, we're going to increase our income further with bonds. So we earn over $100,000 per year in dividends at this channel, and we link most of our investments to the indexes to get this income and performance, which, as you can see here, performance of 39% for the year that we're getting. We're beating all indexes. The Dow's up 1, the S&P is up 14, the Nasdaq's up 30. So we're getting this performance and income from tying our investments to the indexes and using margin. For every $1 you put in your account, you get $4 of purchasing power. So I just use a fraction of this margin to get that income that you saw as well as the performance. And if you keep tying all of your investments to the indexes, then you're going to get performance almost guaranteed. And this margin debt that you see down here, this $244,000 of debt, I can click sell at any time and it can be gone. But I keep it on because it's low interest. I negotiated my debt rates down. Don't ask how, but many of my clients who have bought my e-guides and subscribe to this channel have negotiated their rates down successfully. And then this margin will be gone in less than 3 years because I earn over $100,000 per year in dividends. So in less than 3 years, that will be gone, the 244, and the 437 will be plus 300,000, which is great. I mean, it's like you can't pay down a credit card debt of 0 and then be plus equity in your credit card account. It's like real estate here. If you use debt, if you refinance and use the equity in your real estate or in your brokerage account, you can then reinvest in your brokerage account and then actually pay your debt down while growing your equity at the same time. This equity number, 180,000 almost, is very high. And that's because I use low maintenance names. If you need help understanding margin and how I use margin to live financially free out of a brokerage account, email me for my e-guides at aikentodd48@gmail.com. We're going to talk about some low maintenance bond funds today. And again, it's a good time to buy bonds because interest rates are going to be falling in the next few years. The Fed funds rate is projected to be around 3% in 2025. So if interest rates are going to be falling, then you want to be in bonds. And also, if you want to get more performance out of your account and play catch up, what was affected most by higher rates? Growth and bonds last year. So if rates are falling, you want to be in bonds. And so that's where I get a lot of my performance and income is tying my investments to the indexes using margin. But sometimes you have to diversify against the indexes with bonds. We're going to talk about GOF and PTY today. And if you go to a Morningstar test, you'll see here that PTY has a 5-star rating there. Okay, so I love PTY. That's why I'm in PTY. But GOF also, and look at PTY, it made you 30,000 over 10 years. But GOF also made you about 30,000, if I remember correctly, and it's a 5-star fund. So GOF here, now it's down to 4 stars, so it's lost a star, and it made you 25,000, okay, in 10 years. So it made you less than PTY, but it has more income, and I like more income because that qualifies to banks for loans. I'm trying to live financially free out of my brokerage account, and the more income I get, the more loan potential I can get from banks, whether it be the SBA or personal loans. Credit card loans even. So I'm trying to always increase my qualifying income, my dividend yield. So I'm going to go with GOF today. My margin debt's also 244,000. So I'm going to get that to an even number. So I'm buying GOF because it's low maintenance also. That's why it's also, people ask, why is it at the top of my account, GOF? Because it's bonds and it gives me that diversification, but it's also low maintenance. And that's what my margin e-guides teach you. So GOF, I'm going to add 900 to it, buy 900, and that'll get my margin debt up to an even 245,000, which again, I don't mind. I can click sell at any time. It doesn't show up on a credit check. So my income's also going to rise after this because the dividend yield for GOF is about 13%. So $900 place. And we can go to a chart of GOF. You can see that GOF and PTY both are near the lows of their charts. They're at historical lows. And I mean, they just got obliterated in 2022, so I feel like these are good value plays. Looks like resistance was at 17. The yield is 13%, as you saw there. And I mean, I already have a substantial amount in GOF, but look, it's at the lows, 15, 15, 15. So 15 looks like an area of support. It's consolidating there. The RSI has a ton of room to go higher before it reaches overbought territory at 80. If you need help understanding charts and technical analysis, email me for my e-guides there at akintodd48@gmail.com. When you buy my e-guides, you also get free access to my Discord chat room where all of your questions can be answered. So 245,000 in debt, as you can see there. And I mean, again, that's, it's an even number I wanted to get it to. Rates are falling. I'm buying bonds to catch up in performance to grow my income. Now you can see my income is, it's grown slightly here to 133,940. Every day I just try to increase performance and value where I can. Bonds are cheap. Today, GOF was down, if you see. So I'm buying GOF on the weakness. That's what you do when you want to have outperformance in your account. You always buy things on the weakness. IEP I bought up on 13% up on the strength today, but the news was so positive that with him renegotiating his debts and how things aren't going to be tied to his margin account or something like that, I knew that was favorable because that was the whole reason why the fund was shorted in the first place. So because they had issues with his with the debt that he uses. So now that he got that renegotiated, it's up 21%. So adding to IEP earlier today really paid off. Anyway, but we only have 9,000 in that. We also sold an option on IEP down below. IEP, as you can see here. So I'm controlling 6,000 worth of shares here, and it paid me $1,500 to do it, which lowered my margin by $1,500. If you're interested in options, go see my other videos on options. Anyway, so just bought 1,000 of GOF. It's a bond fund. It's cheap. It's historically cheap. It's down today. Interest rates should be falling. I'm trying to play catch up. I'm trying to get safe performance, increase my income where I can, and also get days gains potential. And you saw that GOF and PTY move upward left to right on their chart. You just have to buy them at their lows. And so I believe this is, a good time to buy GOF for all the reasons I just stated. If you have any other bond fund ideas that you want me to cover, please leave those in the comment section below. And if you have questions on how I use margin or cornerstone, again, email me for my e-guides at akintodd48@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.